Hey, 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 you're waking up with Craig. Good morning. Welcome back to Waking Up with Craig. It has been too long. Finals went well, but we're back, and the show is going to go on for a long time. And no more interruptions, no more finals. So here we are. Let's get right to it. Friday, December 21st. It's, a little snowy out there, a little rain. Drive safe to work today, please. And everybody have a great day. We'll start with the morning quote as usual. Statistics are like bikinis. They show a lot, but not everything. Lou Panelia. Duke beats number 12 Texas Tech 69-58. But the stat lines and RJ Barrett and Zion Williamson and stuff like that, they don't always show why Duke wins. Trey Jones is why Duke wins. I got a good friend, Nick Bates, goes to Texas Tech, and he called me after the game and he said, Trey Jones is the reason why you won that game. And I agree with him. He is the reason why we have won a lot of games. Trey Jones is elite. He might not start or be this top lottery pick for an NBA team, but he is a 6th or 7th man for an NBA team. He is very, very, very good. And his ball handling skills and his steals, the way he gets it out ahead of the court in front of him, he's got a real, real future in basketball. Basketball, though. Rick Pitino is going to coach a team in Greece. Mixed feelings for me. I used to love Rick Pitino, and then all the scandals happened, and then cheating on his wife and all this stuff. But I am a man of second chances or third or however many chances. I believe there's good in everybody. So, hey, Pitino, good for you. I hope this coaching experience goes well for you. I hope this works out for you. And honestly, best of luck to you. Josh Gordon, in other news, though, taking time to get healthy is what he says. The NFL says he probably walked away because he was going to face a drug suspension. Listen, Josh Gordon has a lot of problems. He has had issues in the past with drugs and drinking and all these things. Listen, Josh, get healthy. I was upset at first because he is on my fantasy team. But like we mentioned before in episode 21, life is greater than sports. And your health and how you feel should come before any sport you play. So, Josh Gordon, get healthy, and best wishes to you, buddy. But let's get right into it. We're not gonna waste any time on this Friday. Fantasy sleeper of the week. I'm gonna go Mike Evans, and here's why. I think the Buccaneers, in order to beat the Cowboys, they have a really good run defense. Their pass defense is good too, but I think Mike Evans is such an elite receiver. He's a top 10. Last year he had a down year. This year he's played a little bit better. He's going to have a big week if the Buccaneers want to compete. I know they can't make the playoffs, but they would love to play spoiler for the Cowboys. My bust of the week is Davante Adams. Not because I don't think Davante Adams is good, not because I don't think he could have big numbers, but because I don't believe Rodgers is going to play the full game. I think he'll play a half. I think he might even get a little bit hurt and come out. Listen, that's your franchise quarterback, Green Bay. I don't know why you're even playing him in the first place. Lose these next 2 games and get a better draft pick. But listen, I'm a Vikings fan, so if you want to do something stupid, that's totally up to you, Green Bay. But if we're going to talk about stupid, Jon Gruden, I hate him now. I'm officially on the part where I hate Jon Gruden. I hate you. Why do the Raiders have Nathan Peterman? Why does anybody have Nathan Peterman? He wouldn't play for Alabama. He wouldn't play for Clemson. He wouldn't play for Notre Dame. He wouldn't play for Oklahoma. He's not better than any of the college quarterback, like any of the top 10 college quarterbacks. He ain't better than any of them. Dwayne Haskins, not better than him. He's just not. It's Herbert from Oregon, not better than him. And Jon Gruden said that Nathan Peterman could restart there and be this big guy and all this. I don't want to hear about it. I really don't. It's a joke. Let's get right into the games though. We're going to do every NFL game this week. I hate leaving teams out, so let's get right to it. Redskins at Titans. Redskins 13, Titans 27. Derrick Henry rushes for over 100 yards, and Mariota has a good day, throws for 2 touchdowns. Ravens at Chargers Saturday night. This is one of the best games of the week. Chargers 31, Ravens 20. Ravens Going to be in trouble for that playoff spot, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Chargers, though, have a big game from Mike Williams again, another 2-touchdown game. Bills at Patriots, closer than a lot of people expect, but still a double-digit win for the Pats. Bills 16, Patriots 27. Patriots get it rolling going into the playoffs. Bengals at Browns, Bengals 8, Browns 23. Baker, good game from him, 2 touchdowns. Bucks at Cowboys, upset of the week. Buccaneers 24, Cowboys 20. Cowboys in a little bit of trouble after their loss looking into the playoffs. Vikings at Lions. Vikings offense gets it going again with new OC Kevin Stefanski. Vikings 34, Lions 20. Kirk Cousins throws for 4 touchdowns. Moving on, Giants at Colts. Giants collapse is happening. Giants 21, Colts 28. Andrew Luck 3 touchdowns, and the defense gets a touchdown of their own. Jaguars at Dolphins 6. Jaguars 6, Dolphins 17. This is a gross game. If this is on in your area, I am sorry. This is a disgusting football game. However, Dolphins do keep their playoff hopes alive with the Ravens losing and the Dolphins getting a win here. Packers at Jets. Packers 24, Jets 21. I don't think Aaron Rodgers plays the whole game, but the Jets, they do suck. So does Sam Darnold. So the Packers still find a way to get the win. Texans at Eagles. Texans 27, Eagles 23. They lose. Eagles lose. Redskins lose. Vikings win. Vikings 6th playoff spot. Next week doesn't matter for really anybody. Falcons at Panthers. Falcons 28, Panthers 27. Falcons now move into the 2 seed. It matters for who you play next year. If I'm the Falcons, I lose this game. But I think the Falcons are better than the Panthers. McCaffrey, though, goes for 150 rushing yards. Rams at Cardinals. Rams 35, Cardinals 13. The Cardinals are a joke. The Rams, I need to see Jared Goff play better. He threw like 4 picks against the Bears, threw a couple picks, had fumbles and stupid mistakes against the Eagles. I'm starting to think the Rams don't win a playoff game again. And if that happens, I'm really concerned for the Rams. Bears at 49ers. Bears 26, 49ers 23. I think the Bears are 10, 13 points better. I just think it's going to be a close game. It's in San Francisco. We'll see what happens. Steelers at Saints. Huge game for the Steelers. I don't think it's as big because I believe that the Ravens are going to lose. If the Steelers, though, lost and the Ravens won, it would be pretty big. Steelers, though, 24, Saints 42. It's in New Orleans. The Saints are going to score too much. The Steelers just, defensively, they're not enough. Offensively, they're not enough. And I don't even know if they're going to have James Conner. If they don't have him, this game's not even close. Chiefs, 31. Seahawks, 28. Overtime win. This is a big win for Mahomes. The Seahawks are a playoff team. They're not a great team. But playing in Seattle, Sunday Night Football, that is a tough game on the road. I think Mahomes wins this game in OT. I think it's a little bit lower scoring. I think it's going to be cold out. The weather might not be great. So I think the Chiefs win it in OT by 3. Broncos, Raiders. Broncos 3, Raiders 0. And I'm not even joking. I truthfully believe that that's going to be the final score. Broncos 3, Raiders 0. The Ravens, we're going to get back to that real quick. I think the Ravens are good, but their playoff chances are a little bit in doubt because the Dolphins play the Jaguars this week, and then I believe next week they play the Bills. So they should get to 9-7. I just don't see it with the Ravens. I see them losing this game, and then I see them losing maybe again to the Browns next week, and I don't know what the tiebreaker is with that. So I am a little bit worried about that. The Cowboys, the Bucs scare me because they beat teams like the Panthers. They've competed with other teams like the Saints and stuff. I just don't know if the Cowboys can score enough points to keep up with the Bucs. The Vikings need this win. One, they're trying to seal a playoff spot. But at the same time, they need some confidence going into the playoffs. And that 41 points against the Dolphins was good. Now, you're going to be on the road in the playoffs. Show me you can do that against the Lions, a team that's not very good, 5-9 or whatever, 5-6-9, 5-10, whatever it is now. Show me you can do that against a mediocre team on the road. The Patriots, I don't know what's going on. I really don't. The Steelers, I understand that one, but the Dolphins, the last play of the game. That stuff can't happen. And the Pats aren't going to get to 12 wins for the first time in quite a long time. It's been a few years, maybe 6 years or whatever it's been. And I'm a little worried. This is not the Patriots team I see. They usually don't lose 2 games in December very often. The biggest game of the week to me is going to go to the Texans-Eagles. The Texans are trying to get a first-round bye and seal that they're a playoff team. The Eagles are trying just to be that last team in the playoffs. They need some help from Minnesota, which they could get. I mean, Minnesota has the Lions this week, Bears next week. But the Eagles don't control their own destiny, but they got to win out. And they play the Redskins next week, so I'm going to mark that as a win right now. This is a must-win for them against the Texans. They lose, they're out. And I'm very interested to see what happens. It's in Philly, so let's see if Nick Foles can give them some of that magic. And real quick about Nick Foles. If you win this game, Doug Peterson, you leave Nick Foles in the rest of the season. I don't care if Wentz comes back and he's healthy. If you win this game, leave him in for Washington. You win that one, you make the playoffs. Ride him off into the sunset. And if he wins another Super Bowl or even makes a run in the playoffs, someone better make a deal for Nick Foles. There are some teams out there, whether it be the Giants, I know they want to rebuild, but the Jaguars and teams like that, make a move for Nick Foles. Tomorrow, I will be posting a video of an interview I'm going to do with Edward Little's Wall Maywin after his basketball game tonight. Wall Maywin has been talked about as a Mr. Maine candidate. He has really grown over the years. We want to see what he's going to do for school next year and where he's going to continue his basketball playing. So tomorrow, I will post a video of me and Wall's interview after tonight's game. Thank you for listening. Have a great Friday, and you'll hear from me tomorrow. But you'll also, our real show will be back Monday, December 24th, Christmas Eve. And don't miss our Christmas episode on the 25th. My dad is back, Coach Gibson and Storm Gibson. Join the show again. Don't miss it as we break down Notre Dame and the 4 final college football teams' playoff chances. Thank you for listening. Have a great weekend. Great Friday. Drive safe to work today. It's a little snowy and icy out there and rainy. Remember, keep on balling.